on semen retention, you will have an abundance mindset. Now, I know a lot of you guys, probably been wondering, man, when are you going to talk about the abundance mindset, man? Well, here this video go. So, guys, man, you're going to have an abundance mindset on semen retention. You're not going to look at women like, oh, this woman is, superior than the other. You're going to look at all women the same. You're going to be like, man, there's plenty of women out here. You know what I'm saying? That's that you're going to develop that abundance mindset. You're going to be more confident. You're going to have more self-love. And you're going to realize when it come down to the business world and when it come down to what you want to do in life, you're going to realize that you can monetize what you want to monetize. No, you don't have to go to college route. Like people say, man, you better go to college. Man, you better go to the military. That mindset, you're going to get rid of that mindset, man. When you be on semen retention, you're going to have an abundance mindset. You can be like, man, there's plenty of resources out here for everybody. And I can monetize anything that I put my mind to and that I want out of life. So if you want to start a shoe business, you can monetize it. A clothes, line, you can monetize it. You want to start, your own LLC on YouTube, you can monetize that. You want to start any LLC that you want, any business that you want, you're going to feel like you can monetize it. You're not going to always feel like, well, I got to go this route. I got to go the college route. No, I got to go that route or that route. Or military. You're not going to feel like you have to go the route of society just to monetize something. Whatever you want, you're going to be able to monetize it yourself out of life. And this is going to give you that, that sense of hope, that confidence, that self-love. You're not going to be needy when it comes down to these women. You're not going to be feeling like, oh, she bad, so I'm going to just keep staring at her. Nah, you can be like, man, it's a lot of bad chicks out here. She's not the only bad chick. That's out here in the world. You're gonna just go on about your business. You're not even gonna be like paying her no attention. She's gonna be coming over to you, trying to give you attention on semen retention. But you're gonna develop that abundance mindset. And when you get around beautiful women, that abundance mindset, and when you communicate with them, it's going to come into play. Like you're gonna talk to them like calm. You're not gonna try to impress them. You're not gonna be needy towards them. You're not gonna try to try to spend your money on them or none of that. You're not gonna feel like you owe women anything because you have that abundance mindset. You're like, man, if she don't, communicate with me or be around me for me, then she can kick rocks, she can go. There's still plenty of women out here that I communicate with, not have sex with, because you want semen retention on. You can still communicate with women and be around women when you want semen retention. Don't get it mixed up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you're like, man, you're going to be chilling when you get around beautiful women. You're not going to be trying to go above and beyond and jump through their hoops and climb their mountains and swim through their lake of fire. Swim through just to get to them. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have that abundance mindset. You're like, man, this is not the only good looking chick in the world. I'm going to just tell this woman straight up, I'm not going to buy you nothing. We could talk right here, in this club setting, but I'm not going to give you nothing. If a cute chick come up to you and you out with your friends and you want semen retention, let's say you downtown. You're not on, and the cute woman come up to you, you're not going to tell that woman yes because you're trying to sleep with her. You're not going to neglect your semen retention and your self-love for that woman just to please that woman and buy her stuff or give her money to skip the line to get in the club. You're not going to do that because you want semen retention. You're like, I don't care if this woman get mad at me or not. A woman going to hang out with me for me. And you're not going to have that scarcity mindset in a fear of like losing women, or nothing. Losing anything on semen retention. You can be like, if I lose this job, I can go get another job. You can be like, there's plenty of jobs out here. There's plenty of different LLCs out here. You know, if this don't work, then maybe I'll find another way to make it work. Or maybe I'll move on to something else. And this can work. But you're going to always have that abundance mindset. Never going to be like stuck. And feel like it's only one way. Excuse me. Or only one woman. No, that you can like communicate with or value more than the other. You're not gonna have that mindset no more. You're not gonna be a simp. You're not gonna be a sucker. You're gonna be focusing on yourself, man. And you're not gonna be out here chasing love. You're not gonna be out here chasing love on semen retention. You know, it's hard to break it to you guys, but you're not. You're gonna be so focusing on you. Love, which is the woman, she's gonna be chasing you. A woman gonna be chasing you. And you're gonna have that mindset of abundance. You know, you might talk to some women, but you're not going to take it too far. You're not going to get into a relationship with that woman. Because you already know that she's going to want to have sex. And she's going to want to try to get you off your purpose and get you off semen retention. You're going to put yourself first. You're going to come first. Like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with communicating with women on semen retention. Just because you're on semen retention, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to dislike women. I'm not saying that. But you're not taking it too far with these women. Because you have that abundance mindset and you want semen retention. And you have discipline. You have self-control on semen retention. You're not afraid to be alone on semen retention. You're not. But you're going to develop that mindset of abundance, especially when it comes down to business, man. You know, you don't know how many guys that's not on semen retention that don't have that abundance mindset when it comes down to what they want out of life. They scarcity. Scared to leave their job. To go chase their dreams. Because they're not on semen retention. They don't have that an abundance mindset to do that. They feel like, man, the only way I can get money if I work this job that I don't like. That's not true. You can monetize whatever you want to monetize on semen retention. You're going to know that, man. You're going to know that in your heart. You're like, man, even though I don't have a job right now, I can still get money. You know, I can sell my shoes. It don't have to be necessarily selling drugs. You don't have to do that or do something wrong. You can sell other stuff. Stuff in your house. You could trade stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do all different type of stuff, man. That's right. Do stuff that's legally and get money and have your own business on semen retention. You're not going to feel like, man, if I quit this job, man, I'm not going to make no more money. Like, I don't have that mindset no more. I used to have that mindset of scarcity and all that. I was afraid to, you know, leave my job. I used to have that scarcity mindset because I wasn't on semen retention. And I wasn't on my purpose. But once I got on my purpose and I monetized my purpose, which is doing what I'm doing now, YouTube, I realized, man, like, I have that abundance mindset. Like, I don't let nobody talk to me any kind of way. No, managers, I tell them quick, I'm not doing this. I tell the manager, I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that. I tell the manager that. Because I have that abundance mindset. I know for a fact that, so what if I lose this job? I'm not going to let no manager disrespect me or talk to me any kind of way. Like, if a manager talk to me any kind of way, I tell them, no, I'm not doing that until you talk to me the right way. I tell a manager that to their face. Any manager that at my job. Because my respect level is more valuable. You know, that job, that's not my only source of income. So, you know, semen retention got me monetized on YouTube. So I have two sources of income, not to brag. But I'm saying, now it got me more in that abundance mindset because I got my own business now. So I'm not, you know, I'm not going to neglect my self-respect or let somebody disrespect me and talk to me any kind of way just to keep a job that, you know, I don't really like that. No. I tell them quick. I'm not going to put up with disrespect. I don't put up with disrespect. I tell them that quick. And they straighten up. Because they know when they're wrong. People know when they're wrong. Don't be afraid to correct somebody when they're wrong. I don't care who it is. But semen retention got me in this mindset. This mindset of abundance. No, the job that I'm working at, that's not the only job I can, make money from. That's not the only, place I can make money from. I'm working for myself. I got my own LLC. I'm making money for myself. So that neediness, that scarcity, when it comes down to losing a job, it's totally wiped out of my brain. It's no longer there no more. Because semen retention gave me that mindset of abundance. And now, like I said, I got my own LLC. And now it's like, man, if it really come down to it, if I have to neglect that job because of disrespect, I'll do that. I'll leave that job. But still I have something to fall back on. Because semen retention has got me to that point where I'm chasing my purpose. I got that abundance mindset. I'm not afraid to, leave somebody else's LLC. Because semen retention, like my mindset on semen retention, it got me to the point where I'm not supposed to be working for nobody. I'm not. I'm supposed to have my own business. Because I live in America, and America is for entrepreneurship. That's what it's built off of. Not working for someone else. But you guys will get a taste, of that abundance mindset, man. You keep retaining. Your mindset is going to change. You're going to develop more self-love, more confidence, more self-esteem. You're going to feel a lot better inside. Because when you was relapsing, you was feeling crappy. When I was relapsing, I was feeling crappy. I didn't really have no abundance mindset. But now I have an abundance mindset. Wholeheartedly. Because semen retention stepped my grind up. It's shaping me more into, the man that I want to really be. Well, I am that man that I want to be. Because I'm doing my purpose right now. I'm doing what I want to do in life right now. But yeah, man, guys, you're going to get that abundance mindset, man, on semen retention. You're not going to value women like you used to. You're not going to be chasing after women. You're not going to feel like you owe women anything. Because he's like, man, women owe me. You're going to be thinking, man, if this woman don't chase me, I know some women out there that's crazy for me. I know there's some women, bro, trust me. There's some women out there that's crazy about you. That just want to hang around you for you. You ain't got to spend no money on her, nothing. You don't got to have sex with her, nothing. She just want to hang around you for you. Just like your personality, your soul. And that's the type of mindset you're going to have. Because you're going to be on semen retention. Man, I hope you guys somebody this video, man. The mindset of abundance. This is the mindset that you want to have, man. And I'm glad I developed the abundance mindset. And being on this journey has changed my mind for the better. Excuse me. And it's changed my life. It's changed my life for the better. I'm doing better and better, man. In life. I'm just so happy and thankful that I took the time out to research about semen retention and nofap.